Sunday morning. It's actually nearly 11 a.m. right now. Eventually, I would like to start my own business because I believe that's where I can grow the most. The reason why I jumped into my new job, sales, is just so I can learn the art of selling. I'm only a couple months in. This is actually my first real month on the job post-training, so I still got a lot to learn. And I was thinking of just fully committing to sales for the next 3 to 6 months and just learning as much as possible. And then we make the jump. But then I also thought, if I can do a little bit of work on the background whilst I'm learning, then when I do end up, taking the next step and launching, I'd be in a bit of a better position, or I'd have a launch pad with me. So I was just doing some research of kind of some of the ideas. And one of the things is actually just going more into content, like a content marketing agency, because, I like filming content. I already have a few freelance clients that I work with. It's an easy transition. It's something I also enjoy doing as well. The service-based model, which means rather than I'm not selling a product, I'm selling a whole package of services, me going and filming, editing the videos, and then sending it off. Yeah, it does require me to go there, but eventually, hopefully I could have someone do the filming for me and then have someone do the editing, so I'm just a middleman there. That would be the idea. So at the moment, we're in the idea generation phase. So putting together random ideas. Eventually, once we have narrowed it down, we've got a research phase, and then we've got the business plan phase where we put everything together and we know what's going to happen. And then from that, we start building. And yeah, the final stage is just launching. I think if I can do that in the background whilst I'm learning, it would really streamline the whole process for me. That's the aim. But anyway, just some food for thought for Sunday morning at 11. I've got 6 videos to edit today. That's about 6-7 hours. Hopefully we get that done by Sunday night, which means
so it's nearly gearing towards 3 p.m. I've pretty much only got 2 more videos to do, and then the thumbnails and stuff, and then we're good. So I've given myself until 6 p.m. I'm going to a coffee shop just to get the last bits and pieces done. It's a final round of pure intense focus. Get locked in. I'm very happy that we got a productive weekend. As you watched probably my video yesterday and today, you're just gonna realize that is what I spent my weekend on, and it's quite boring. Yeah, it is quite boring, to be honest, and it was just sat in front of a computer screen the whole weekend. The most exciting thing I did was watching Man United draw to Crystal Palace 0-0. That says a lot. The way I see it, to be honest, is the things that you want in your life that are pretty hard to get. There's a reason why it's hard to get, because number one, maybe not a lot of people have got them. It just probably requires a lot of hard work and just sacrifice. And what I realize is, if you're willing to sacrifice a few weekends here and there, and you're willing to put in a bit more work, I don't see it not happening. To be fair, I don't see it not happening. It's all about that self-belief. Now, I didn't have a lot of self-belief growing up. I didn't have a lot of self-belief for the majority of my life. It's only that it really kicked in last year. Self-belief starts off with requiring you to be extremely delusional, because you have nothing to validate that self-belief, because you haven't achieved that thing that you're after. If I'm looking to become a top performer in sales, for example, my 9 to 5, I can't validate that because I've never become a top performer in sales. I've become a top performer in other roles in the past, so I can say all right, I know what that experience is, but when it comes to my new job and my new requirements, I've never done it. So it's having a disgusting amount of self-belief or delusion to begin with, and you keep doing that. You just have to it's raining like crazy. I don't have to fake that so much to the point where when you actually achieve it, then wow, but then you've got something to latch onto. Now you've got the momentum going. Number one is, if you haven't achieved anything, it's completely fine, but just make sure you're super confident that you will make it. You just have to, even though you don't be a realist, don't do any of that thing, just be delusional in the fact that you'll make it, and you will do it, and you'll find your mind will operate in ways to find the result. It might take some time, but it is just being so disgustingly self-delusional to the point where you believe whatever you're going to do will happen. I'm going to be living proof, and this is why I like to make my YouTube videos. And you know, at the moment I don't expect my YouTube channel to be like taking off or anything like that, to be honest. The way I'm positioning it is, future me, I'm going to be in a very different position. Future me, I'm going to make sure that this YouTube channel is completely like, you know, we're in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. But right now, that's not reality, right? Right now, I'm getting about 100 views per video. But it's making sure, like, I'm being delusional. It's not happening. I don't have anything to validate that outcome, but I believe it's going to happen. And I want this channel to be living proof. Like right now, you might not think that's going to happen, which is completely fair, because if you look at the track record or the previous videos, it's not happened. But when it does happen, whether it be next year, whether it be 10 years time, you can come back to this video and you'll just realize it just is self-belief. But then by that time, you don't want to lose, you don't want to waste time. So act now. It's super important. Believe in yourself.
7 p.m. currently, and I managed to finish all the videos. Everything is done. We're gonna start on my 9 to 5 prep for tomorrow. Like this now. Honestly, it's just time to wrap up and head to bed. To be honest, I'm knackered. I've been using these nose strips, by the way, if you're wondering why have I got this on. Helps with just breathing, to be honest, because at night I do struggle. My nose does struggle to breathe. So this is helpful. Been doing it for the last week. Anyway, I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna relax. We're gonna be up at 6. See you tomorrow.